Hey guys, it's not my typical 4K 30 FPS video that I normally make. I'm using one of my old cameras that I have here that I bought. I have like a couple old cameras just for the aesthetic. This is a Kodak EasyShare, which I think is like a 2013-2014 old camera. I do have something called a Pentax Optio S50, which is like a 2004 camera. That one is really nice. I also have like an old iPod. Anyways, I know this is not usually the type of videos I make, so for any new viewers, I guess this is your first impression of me. This entire video will be totally unedited, so if you guys can't hear me, just go into the video settings and turn on stable volume, which is a cool feature that YouTube has. But anyways, so today is what, February 14th, so Valentine's Day, and I am completely alone. I don't have anyone to celebrate Valentine's Day with. And, well, normally I would not care about Valentine's Day that much. But for the past 2 years now, Valentine's Day has hit different because this is a day where it's a reminder that I am very alone. And, I mean, for the past 2 years, I've been lonely. And, you know, I don't have friends. I do have a best friend, but we rarely talk to each other during the school year because we go to different schools. So during the school year, I'm completely alone with like basically no friends, and the people I talk to at school, they're just classmates. They're not really like, if you understand my situation, you can't really call them friends, you know. They're just people you talk to. So, but outside of school, I don't really hang out with anyone. I don't have any friends. And in my school, I go to a private school, so there's not really a lot of kids. There's probably like 40 kids in each grade, so that's like 160 in high school. But I already decided that for my senior year, I'm going to be transferring over to a public school that definitely has way more kids, like hundreds or even 1,000 kids in high school. I'm not going there for any academic purposes because I don't really care about my education at all. I mean, I don't really try at school at all. I think last semester I had a GPA of like 4.14, so I think I'm pretty much solidified academically. But I'm basically switching schools socially because I want to, oh, my toaster's cracked. I want to make new friends. And I have a hard time making new friends because I have social anxiety. And I told myself the best way to get rid of my social anxiety is to face it head on. So, note that the public school I'm going to is the same one my best friend is going to. He's been there since the start of high school. He's been convincing me all these years to transfer, and now I finally am, so next year I won't be as lonely, and hopefully I'll make new friends too. This is a relief, actually. I mean, I've been going to this private school for my entire life, and then I just transfer on my final year. But that school did stuff to me, so I don't really care. That's why I'm transferring out. And plus, it's pretty expensive for tuition. It's like around over $6,000 to go there, so now that I'm transferring to a public school, that money can be put to other use. Like a new car, maybe? Or it can help fund the Japan trip that's happening next year. So, it's pretty exciting. I've been alone my entire life. I'm an only child, so I pretty much did everything on my own, learned everything on my own. Actually, I have parents, obviously, to teach me, but soon when I got into high school, I started learning everything on my own. And half the time, I had to learn things the hard way, all by myself. I don't have much of a caring person in my life that really is like always there. And you can say you have your best friend, but I don't like to bother him. I think he's heard enough of my problems. I don't want to worry him even more. That's probably also why I want and don't want a girlfriend, because I don't want her to, have a burden and just bear my problems. I have so many problems, and I really don't want to be giving it to her, because I think she deserves a lot better than who I am. I don't think who I am is so bad, though. I mean, at school, I put on this face, this little facade. Nobody knows who I really am deep down. In reality, I like to say that I'm a nice person. But I don't know, every time I compliment myself or talk about myself, I just feel like I'm so self-centered and so, I don't know, obnoxious or full of myself. But, I'm the most self-aware person you would ever meet. Like, I'm so self-aware. I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses. But the thing is, everything positive about me, I can easily turn it into a negative thing about me. It's just so easy to do that. Like, some positive things about me is I'm a very quick learner. It doesn't take me to learn things. Once I am into something, it will only take me a day to learn that certain thing. So I'm a very fast learner. I'm also, I'd say I'm very emotionally intelligent. After everything I've been through, I think, yes, of course I would be emotionally intelligent, but some people, they don't change after everything they've been through, but I want to change, I want to be better. Sometimes it's just so hard, I can tell you that I'm very caring of others. I know at school I might not seem like it, but the school environment, especially at the one I go to, I just don't care when I'm in that environment, but everywhere else I care very much. I care more about people than I do myself. I don't care about myself at all. I'm a guy with a lot of mistakes, by learning things the hard way. I mean, see, I used to have these crushes on these girls. I think I've only had 3 crushes in my high school life. One of them was with a girl who knew what I was going through, and, she talked to me, and, I talked to her. she helped me a little bit, and I don't know, I guess I kind of fell in love with her. I liked her. I couldn't get her off my mind, but I couldn't say anything. And then eventually she transferred out, and she unadded me on Snap and stuff. The next person, I just liked her because she was pretty. She eventually transferred out too. And then the next person, she talked to me a lot, but that's my mistake. I thought I liked her, but I only liked her because she actually acknowledged my existence. So I guess learning the hard way is that just because a girl talks to you doesn't mean that she actually likes you. Doesn't mean that, you should actually get attached to her, because it's just a disaster waiting to happen, I feel like. And I hope, all of you who are single right now, who have no one to celebrate Valentine's Day with, are, having this feeling like I am. You should just brush it off, not care about it. You're single, but for me, it's totally different. On a day where I shouldn't feel alone, it became one of the days that I feel very lonely. And, the loneliness it's crippling. I don't quite understand it. I don't understand anything that I'm going through. I just know that I gotta keep going, and eventually I'll find the one. The one who actually cares about me, the one who, likes what I look like, likes what I like, is nice and has a good personality, a fun personality, Maybe she could be extroverted, to negate my introvertness, because I'm so introverted. Like, I get anxious when people are around me. So, that's why at school I'm just in my own world. I don't really talk to anyone unless I have to. The people I have at school, I guess they're called childhood friends, but they're not the type of friends that you'd want to be with your entire life, Those other friends are special, My friends at school, they don't realize it, but they hurt me very badly. And I guess I'm too nice to tell it to their face or talk to them about it. But I don't seek any rebuilding of friendships. I think I've had enough. So hopefully none of the people at school see this video, because this is my number one mistake that I think that I've ever made, is that telling people that I have a YouTube channel. And now they know about it, they ask me questions about it, and I have no choice but to answer, because I don't want to, seem like a jerk or something, I don't know. I can tell you that once I go to my public school, I won't be telling anyone about my YouTube channel, unless they're like very close to me. But at the same time, my best friend sometimes goes around school talking about me, about my YouTube channel. Can't say I liked him doing that, but what can you do? Love is so rare nowadays. Sorry for the extra sounds going on. There's air conditioning, my bones are cracking, and my voice is, I don't know, I think I ate something and I'm hiccuping and stuff, think there is real love much anymore nowadays. It's just like, it's all fake and stuff. And people are just so mean to each other. I don't know why people are so mean to each other. Especially on the internet. Like, why can't we all just be nice? You know? The world would be a better place if everyone was just nice to each other. Didn't say bad things about each other, but actually you say words of encouragement and stuff like that, you know? Not just be mean. But, you know, that's not how the world works, and that's just the harsh reality of the world, is that not everyone's a nice person. You just gotta know how to handle those type of people. Like, I remember one of my old videos, I think it was my 24-hour drawing video. Someone in the comments said to cover my face because there's acne all over it. Acne is definitely one of my biggest insecurities that I've been trying to get rid of for the longest of time. So I'm sorry if I'm hideous. I'm sorry if I'm not a handsome guy. I'm trying to be handsome, or at least approachable, you know? Like, I'm a very hygienic person, you know? I brush my teeth a lot. I wear my retainer every day. I take showers every day. And, you know, I'm a very clean person, you know? I'm currently on the Accutane right now, so until my Accutane is over, then I'll start using skincare, and hopefully everything will be good. I'm on my final month now, so I'm really excited to go back to doing skincare, because I love skincare. You know, I think skincare is very soothing, and I can't wait to not take any more Accutane, because my lips have been so dry, and I keep getting cuts over my lips, and there are days where I can't open my mouth all the way because it'll just rip. So that's very annoying. So I'm very excited for that. I mean, I'm like, what you should know about me is that I am into a lot of things. Like, I can play like 10 sports. I'm into like 10 sports. I can't even name them all, but I play a lot of sports. I like a lot of things, you know. I'm a very open-minded person when it comes to things. Like, I don't judge others for doing what they like, you know. Because there are things that I like that people think are weird, and I wouldn't like it if they judge me for it. That it's something that I'm actually passionate about. So if somebody's really passionate about something they like, then I'm not gonna judge them for it. I think that's pretty mean. So, note that I'm a very open-minded person, and there's definitely gonna be at least one thing that people would have in common with me, because I just know a lot of things, you know, and I can do a lot of things, and that's why I like to learn a lot, you know, self-teach myself a lot of things, because I just like it, you know, it's fun, and it helps me connect more with people, you know, the more skills that I have, the more that I can connect with people. And those are the two reasons that I do what I do, you know, so that I can connect with people, and because I like it, you know. So I'm not afraid to say that I like skincare, you know. I know people don't like it when boys use makeup. I don't think boys should wear makeup, personally. But if you wear makeup, then that's fine, you know. I don't like it when boys wear like girl makeup, because they don't need the girl makeup. All they need is like, I don't know, some blemish, or I don't know anything about makeup. Some, what you call concealer, I don't know. Anything to block, I don't know, dark spots or acne on their face. They, if they like that type of makeup. But you know, I don't really like when they do girl makeup because I think that's, I don't know, to me that's a bit weird. But that's just my opinion. But I'm not gonna shame them for doing that. Like, people have things they like and things they don't. So, but, even just because you don't like it doesn't mean you should discourage someone. And so, I think that's the problem nowadays, is that we're just so judgmental of each other. And that we don't even know how to talk to each other right anymore. And we never ever consider about other people's feelings. And back then I was like, feelings, hard feelings. You're not mad because of how you feel, but then I realized that other people's feelings, their reaction to certain things can affect them very differently than others. The trauma that I went through, looking back on it, I'd say my trauma wasn't as bad as, other people's traumas. Like, people have definitely gone through worse stuff than me, but it's like my psychologist said, you should never compare trauma because people go through trauma very differently. I mean, I'm trying my hardest to, be better for someone, be the right person for someone, but I don't understand how people can even like me. I don't think I'm that reliable. Like, I don't have many friends because, one, if I don't like them, then I'm not going to be friends with them, obviously, and two, if they're actually, like, good people, I never become, like, good friends with them because I'm afraid that in the future I'll just let them down. Like, that's just what I do nowadays. I let everyone down. I let myself down the most. So that's why I don't have, like, a girlfriend or anything, because, I'm just afraid I'm gonna let her down. She deserves better. She deserves way better than me. I'm trying to be better, I'm trying to like myself more. But, goddamn, I hate myself so much. Even though I've, been through many medical stuff, like, I do have, like, depressants. I do take depressants. But they don't work. Or antidepressants. That makes more sense, I think. They don't work, So I think I'm just gonna talk to my psychiatrist and say I'm gonna stop. I'm currently working with 2 psychologists right now to be better. One of them helps me with my social anxiety, and one of them helps me with life, like actually liking myself again. So I don't think a girl should have to watch their partner, suffer and hate himself all the time. That's the thing. I feel like getting a girlfriend would heal me, I'll be like, yay, I finally have someone that actually cares about me. But then, thinking even deeper, I'm like, I'm just gonna disappoint her. What's the point of even starting, And I think that's a very bad mindset, I know that, but my brain is like, it doesn't work correctly, It's like who I am is like 30% of me is like hope. I hope for a better future. I hope that everything will get better, but 70% of me is just full on despair. Like, there is no hope, it's a war in my mind. And I've been losing the battle. I've been losing battles more than I have been winning them. So I'm basically fighting a losing war here, but the war is not lost yet because I'm still alive. I just imagine there's always going to be that one person who's just like gonna hate, like they're gonna watch this video and be like, oh, boo hoo, imagine, you know, hating yourself, or like, what's the point? Why would you need to do that? I don't understand. Like, if someone out there is really like talking about their feelings online, and just saying what they have on their mind, and they're just getting hated for it, or just, you know, getting shamed for it, like, why do you need to do that? They're already feeling bad about themselves, and now you want to make them feel even worse. Like, where's humanity? You know? Like, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that, you know, everything could be so much better if there is less hate in the world. And some people might think it's funny, but like, there are times when hating on something is actually funny, and there are times when hating on something is actually serious and not funny at all. You know? You know, you shouldn't neglect others like that who are going through something. Have you ever just sat in silence and think of the future? You know, think of how the future will be. You might imagine a beautiful family with your wife and your kids, eating at the dinner table, laughing. But then that slowly glitches out and changes into you sitting at a table all alone, eating alone. It's almost like a fantasy versus reality. I don't even have nightmares anymore. I always have like bad dreams. I never have any good dreams anymore. All the dreams of me is just, it's almost like I'm floating in a void, you know? Sometimes when I'm alone, I watch a couple videos. That's really weird, isn't it? Yeah, I know. But it's sad too. Like, I watch a couple videos just to feel like, you know, just to see what the sense of being in a relationship is. Because I've never been in a relationship before. I don't think I'll ever experience teenage love. Sometimes I hate it when I scroll on TikTok or on YouTube or something, and it shows like a couple having fun. I guess this video is going to be edited a little bit after all, because my camera just stopped recording. It has a 20-minute max record. I don't even know what I was saying, but oh yeah, right. You know, I scroll on my social medias and I see people, you know, doing a couple things, and I'm just sitting there on my phone. I'm jealous, but I'm happy for the couple. For sure I am happy. You know, I wish I could be happy like they are, but I don't remember when was the last time I've ever been happy, and I don't think any girl would take me. Sorry. Take an unhappy person like me. I try to be happy. I try to be positive. Some days I can, some days I can't. It's pretty late right now. 11:37. I can hear my dad snoring outside on the couch. I hope I'll be happy one day. I hope I can get through all of this. I didn't plan on being here in 2025. But with everything that's going on right now, it's not time for me to go yet. I have dreams that I want to accomplish. And, my social media presence is slowly growing, but if I work just a little bit harder, then everything will work out. I'm hoping everything will work out. And I'll make sure everything will work out. I can tell you if I really love someone, that was a big switch of topic. But if I really love someone, I will love them. It's not going to be fake. Having that special someone. It's a reality that I want, but I always create false realities in my mind, thinking that I have someone. I want to cry, but I've been pretty numb for the past 4 to 5 months now. How hard I try to cry, I just can't. I'm numb. Last year, around this time, was totally the opposite. I cried every night to sleep. This year's different. It's like I don't have any tears left. I'm just numb, emotionless, in despair. I'm going through it all alone, and I guess that's just life, There are things you have to go through on your own. I guess for me, I have to go through everything on my own. I wouldn't wish what I'm going through on anyone, If I was like a person that could absorb all the world's negative feelings and stuff like that at the cost of my own life, I would sacrifice myself just so that everyone in the world would be happy. I would sacrifice myself so that one person could be happy. That's how much I value my life. And that's how much I value other people's life. Simply theirs is just more important than mine. That's what I feel like. I don't know if I'm being selfish for not going in a relationship just because I don't want my partner to bear a burden. I don't know if I'm nice to do that. I don't know if I'm selfish to do that. But hopefully you guys have a good Valentine's Day. I know I'm uploading this pretty late, and it's almost not Valentine's Day. Like, Valentine's Day is almost over, so. But I hope you had a good Valentine's Day, even if you're alone. It's okay to be alone. As long as you don't feel lonely, like I do. But anyways, this is a long rant. I don't know if anyone's gonna reach reach this far, but if you do, comment. I don't know. Durian or something like that. Matcha. If you manage to get this far. But oh, not to do that. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Valentine's Day.